It's your girl, Quincy. We are here with Salt and Pepper. How has Gail made you?
Don't get me crying.
And we are here live at the SAG Awards. Leave a message. What's the biggest lesson motherhood has taught you?
To be honest.
Studio
I'm the
Q.
Q in the studio.
All right, cutie.
It's a different world.
Thanks for coming. Thank you for Thanks being for letting here. Me know you.
It's a interview and shit over here.
This is probably the best interview I've ever done.
And you're such a great interview. Oh my goodness.
This is honestly the best interview I've had in months.
I'm hanging out with my booskies.
Studio Q, baby.
What's up, everybody? It's Whitney Houston's 62nd heavenly birthday. It is a glorious Saturday, August 9th, 1963. The voice was born. Okay. We were blessed with one of the greatest voices of all time. And today is her heavenly birthday. And this is the fifth year that I've gone online, live, and celebrated Whitney's birthday with all of my Nippy cousins, people who love Whitney just like I do. So let me say what's up to people in the chat. What's going on? Oh, I can show the comments on the screen. Let's see. Are they coming up? Just automatically. Let's see. I still got to do it. Anyway, my name is Quincy. I'm the host and founder of Studio Q and a Whitney Houston fan from forever and beyond. You may have seen me interview Whitney back in 1998 on a TV show called Fanatic. It was one of the best days of my life. And from then on, Whitney knew who I was. Prior to that, I just knew who she was. So it is my greatest honor to have created a fan documentary called For the Love of Whitney that you guys can all watch on Patreon for free. Just patreon.com. I'll put the link up so you guys can go check that out anytime you want. It's about 90 to 100 minutes of just nothing but love from, people who have worked with Whitney. I would ask people on the red carpet about Whitney, people in interviews about Whitney, and I just kind of put all that together with some great vocal highlights that I grabbed. Didn't know what I was doing really, but it was done with love. So what I would like to do today is the same thing that I try to do every single year that I've started this tradition of going live on Whitney's birthday to celebrate with you, is give you guys an opportunity to give Whitney love to the universe via my platform, going live. The first people that I would love to do that are my subscribers, people who support me 99 cents a month on my Facebook page and my Instagram. It's both 99 cents a month. So if you feel like I'm doing a great job and you just want to tip me, that's the perfect way to do it. Subscribe to my page, subscribe to my Instagram channel, and I appreciate you. Or my my Patreon. So if I see if you guys have the link, if you already a Patreon member, you already got the link. If you already a subscriber on my For the Love of Whitney Instagram, you already got the link. You can just come on and say what's up. If you don't, we'll go for about 15 minutes of me just shouting you guys in the comments. You don't have to come on live with me if you don't want to. That's totally fine. This is just for the people who would like to. If you've seen any of my old lives in the past, you've seen it's just fan after fan after fan. And the only thing is my goal is to talk to as many people as possible. So we can't have no documentaries up here, okay? We already got one long-winded person, and that's me. So just keep in mind, my goal always is to talk to as many people as possible. So come up here, share your love for Whitney, you know what I mean? And hopefully there'll be other people who will want to do the same. So without further ado, let me shout out you guys in the comments. What's up, Ely? Happy birthday. Enjoy every 1 second. Yes. How are you guys celebrating? That's a question I could ask the chat. How are you guys celebrating Whitney's birthday? Y'all see I got some balloons. I went and got some balloons for Nippy. What's up, George? George is in the building. I ain't seen you in a minute in the chat, but I ain't been live on here. You guys, if you follow me on TikTok, I go live more often over there than I do here. When I went on my cruise in, what was it, May? Yeah, I went on a 7-day cruise, and every single day I was live all day, all throughout the day and stuff like that. So, and TikTok, the way the algorithm is, it's constantly feeding people into your live. So that's why it's my favorite place to go live at, because you're just constantly engaging with new people. So follow me on TikTok if you're over there. And I'll be live on TikTok tonight at 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. And another thing on TikTok that you don't get to do on Facebook or Instagram is play music. So we could play Whitney songs. I could take requests, you know, and that's always fun. So I'll be on TikTok later tonight, 8:30, and I'll be streaming on during that time. I interviewed Raina White. She's doing a tribute to Whitney in New York City tonight at Joe's Pub. So if you're watching from New York and you want to go celebrate Whitney, I don't know if her show is sold out, but, you know, go check it out. And I'll be streaming it live. And I also think that there's a live stream to the Whitney Houston Gala in Atlanta that's taking place. So you guys can watch that too. Even, you know, for those of you who wanted to go but couldn't, I think they have a live stream. So yeah. Let's get some birthday love up here. What's up, Lisa? You guys, I posted Lisa's story. She was at Whitney's last performance with Kim Burrell at the BET Gospel Awards. I Look to You. She shares a beautiful story of how she was shoulder to shoulder to Whitney. And she also sang in the choir that backed up that beautiful performance between Kim Burrell and Whitney Houston. So you guys got to check my Instagram channel or my Facebook page. I think I've reposted it over here. So yeah, shout out to you, Lisa. Appreciate you. What's up, Nina Phillips in the building? She's giving love to Whitney. Happy, happy, heavenly birthday to my favorite singer in the world, Miss Whitney Houston. I love you and miss you. Listen, that's the way we all feel, Nina. You saying the words of our heart, okay? Let's dance and celebrate the voice. Absolutely. That's what we coming to do. That's what we coming to do. That is what we coming to do. What's up, MG Official? I ain't seen you in a long time. Happy heavenly birthday to Whitney Houston. That's what we doing today. We honoring the voice. What's up, Julian Smith? Julian, yeah, okay, I think I said that right. Glad to be here to celebrate. Yes, I'm glad that you can come and celebrate with us. It's Lumberjack in the building. Hey, happy birthday, Big Nip. I know, right? Nippy, we Nippy cousins. What's up, family? Listen, me, Lumberjack, I mean, it's Terrard, but he used to go by Lumberjack, so that, you know, that's ingrained in my head. But Lumberjack, George, I don't see anybody else in the chat from that group, but we used to get together every week and just cackle and clown and love on Whitney Houston and love on each other in a very familial way. Like it was like family. We had a good time. Them Whitney Wednesdays were lit, for real. Okay, it's D. Nicole Young. Happy heavenly birthday, Whitney. Yes, giving Whitney some love. I love that. Love in the purple. Yes. Red and black are my favorite colors, but y'all know, if you ever see me in purple, I'm giving a nod to Whitney, always and forever. I went and got me a manicure and a pedicure, purple, because it's her birthday. I want to be living for the love. I know that's right. And you know, Narda Michael Walden said that when they went to record the second album, Living for the Love of You by the Isley Brothers, that's one of the songs that she started to sing, just to kind of get her in the mood to sing some of those songs that she was going to sing for that second album. So yeah, and I'm just loving that now, that story, because I made my whole platform called For the Love of Whitney, not even thinking of the song For the Love of You. I took it from the last red carpet. When I did my first red carpet, and it was Whitney's last red carpet, the event was called For the Love of R&B. And so I just replaced R&B with Whitney afterwards. So yes, look, Riziko, you done found your way over to Facebook. That's one of my TikTok friends. Riziko in the building. I'm on all platforms today. After here, I'm gonna take a little break. Y'all see I'm sweating. I barely made it. I was like, Lord Jesus, you got to get up early to be on time. So yeah, I'll be on TikTok later. That's one of my TikTok friends. Sharon says, happy blessed heavenly birthday to Whitney. Absolutely. That's why we all here listening to her music. That's how you celebrate. That's how you celebrate. That's how you celebrate. I'm listening to the album with my family. I love that. I love that. You know, that's when you know you are a real star, okay? That you can be gone. How do I get this off of here? That you could be gone for 13 years. You could leave the planet, right? But what you've instilled in people, what you've poured into your music lasts a lifetime. So here we are, alive and well, celebrating one of the greatest voices of all time, even though she's been gone for 13 years. That's legacy, y'all. That's legacy. Whitney put her foot in everything that she did, and it still inspires us today. We can go to YouTube right now, listen to a song, watch a concert, and be moved as if she's singing it right directly to us. That was the power, the anointing that she had. So I'm so thrilled to be chilling with you guys and celebrating Whitney. Let's see. They got a YouTube channel dedicated to Whitney Houston. They playing 24 hours. See, that's what I'm talking about, Crystal. I love that. I love that. Whitney deserves all of this, y'all. She poured everything in her craft. Everything. How come this is sticking? Love you, Quincy. Whitney party at my house tonight. All right, Michael. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I absolutely love her too, Crystal. You in the right building. Michael Alexander says, happy birthday, Whitney. We miss you. Q, how many times have you met Whitney in person? If you could take a minute to dive in. Absolutely. I love being asked questions, Michael. Okay. I'm usually the question asker, but I absolutely love being asked questions. So I've met Whitney 7 times in total. And I would say Whitney has met me 6 times. And the reason I say it like that is because when I met her first, she didn't know who I was. She was just like, hey, baby, how you doing? Just like she would do to a million other people. So, you know, I count that for me, but I don't count that for Whitney because I was backstage with a bunch of other people, okay, who met her that night. It was in Atlanta, 1992 at the Olympic Flag Jam. I was going to school at Clark Atlanta University. It was my first semester. I actually got there in August, and this event was like in September. So it was the very first Whitney experience I had in Atlanta. And Monica, y'all know the singer Monica, who's going on tour with Brandy, the Boy Is Mine tour. Monica snuck backstage too, y'all. She was back there too. And I actually have a picture with Monica, but for years and years and years, I never knew it was her. But I met Whitney. Robin was backstage that night. I snuck backstage just like Monica. We got the similar stories. Only she was like 12 or 13. I'm at least a college student. You know, Monica, she was named Miss Thing for a reason. So Robin was back there, and I was asked Robin, could she tell Whitney to come meet us? And she was like, Whitney's right over there. Just go over there. And I was like, and so are those bodyguards, Robin. Okay, don't be trying to play me. So Robin went over and talked to Whitney, and that was the first time that I met her. But that was like way before Fanatic, like years, like 6 years, I think, before MTV. And then MTV, then the My Love Is Your Love, then Once in New York. And I think the rest of the times were in Los Angeles because that's where I was living. What's up, Monique? Monique done made it in the building. Lumberjack said, I just watched the videos of Nippy gonna watch Waiting to Excel Later. Okay, I think that's my favorite movie of hers. It's Waiting to Excel is number 1. Then it's The Bodyguard, and Preacher's Wife is last. I know that's you, Riziko. I think I'm subscribed to your TikTok. I can't be certain. Well, yeah, you don't have to subscribe. Just follow me on TikTok because I'll be live there this evening. And we could play music. We can't play music on here. I start playing music on here, the live would get suspended immediately. We would get shut down. So that's what I love about TikTok is you could play music, you know. Alice Wilson says, happy heavenly birthday, Whitney, all the way from Macon, Georgia. Okay, Macon. They're actually having an event for Whitney in Atlanta, Alice, from the estate. Happy birthday, Whitney. That's from Lashania Reedus. If I mess up your name, I'm so sorry. It's the Dreamer in the building. Happy heavenly birthday, Whitney. What's up, the Dreamer? The Dreamer was one of the Whitney 7. Me and 6 other Whitney fans who met on the internet, on the internet in like these chats, just like this. We got acquainted, we got cool, jumped on a plane in 2023 and went to New Jersey and celebrated what would have been Whitney's 60th birthday in 2023. So we had a ball. So shout out to you, Sherry, in the building. You didn't even have to say her name. If you say the voice, you know exactly. She put her stamp on everything. You know, she is the blueprint. Derek says Nippy was and still is everything. Yes, I will definitely stamp that for real. Always and forever. Always and forever. It's Step in the building. Happy birthday, Whitney. Hi, everyone. What's up, Step? I was just telling them how we all connected. She's another one who connected. She was in Baltimore. We flew to Baltimore, then we drove to Jersey as a group. We had a ball, y'all. One of the most perfect group that I've ever had with strangers that I met on the internet. It was a brand new experience. We had a ball. Leon says, happy birthday, Whitney. We miss you. We sure do. We sure do. That clip you played when Whitney wanted something from Wendy, she wasn't playing talking about chicken sandwich and chili. Come again, Crystal? I'm confused. It's Jackie in the building. Happy heavenly birthday, Queen, the one and only. Yes, there will never be another one like her. You know that's true. Hey Q, my favorite. What's going on, Jackie? Like, I feel like I know Jackie because we just been internet friends for, I'm saying, over a decade, I'm sure. She's been my Facebook friend forever. And we both have the thing of loving Whitney in common. Yes. Well, I hope the rest of you walk on TikTok when was you there when I was, listen, you guys, I was on TikTok early this morning. I did a walk. Whew, I had to stop 3 times, man. Talking and walking is kind of difficult. Yes, it went well. Happy birthday to Whitney. Yes, much love back to you. Thanks for coming on that live stream. I appreciate it. Imani says, happy birthday to the GOAT. Q, if you could be in charge of the estate, what would you do more for the fans and her legacy? You know what? Like, I would connect with some of these diehard fans who have pages. Like, I know I have a page, but I'm not necessarily talking about me. I'm talking about other Whitney fans, because there are some fans who are like 16. They live in the Netherlands. They live, overseas, but they're, the Whitney Houston Platinum Club on YouTube. So I would connect with the people who love her, and I would send them PR boxes to be ambassadors of the estate, ambassadors of Whitney, to keep Whitney's name alive and whatever projects we got coming out. To have fire underneath it, to have unity. Like, you need fans, you need fans. You need fans, and to develop a rapport with them so that they could be a helper in keeping Whitney's everything current, not alive, because to me, Whitney did enough to keep it alive. She poured her heart and soul in everything she did. So if nobody ever promotes Whitney or nothing, people are going to be singing her songs and listening to her forever. So I would do that, and I would do my best, like, to get us all the stuff that already exists that we don't get to see, like HBO, right? I mean, and I talked to Ulysses, who is part of the estate, And he said they're working on some things. But I feel like we should be able to go to HBO right now and watch all of Whitney's stuff. All of it. The things that she did with HBO. We should be able to watch. We should be able to stream South Africa. We should be able to stream, Welcome Home Troops. The classic Whitney, the first day, the second day, all of that. It was with HBO. Remaster it and let us see it. So stuff like that, any type of unreleased footage. But, he explained to me that they have a lot of, you have to, go through rights, you have to remaster stuff. But if I just had a magic wand, like those are some things I would do, connect with the fans. So you have ambassadors. So it wouldn't just be the estate having to do everything, because you would have people who love her and who are dedicated to posting her every day. Like I kind of fell into this, y'all, and I didn't really take control of my pages until probably like 2018. I've had this Facebook page since 2013. So for a long time, I just had other people doing whatever. And but I was like, that didn't work well. So I had to do it because it's really a job. So that's why I appreciate when you guys come to the live. I appreciate when you like something, share it, when you subscribe, because to post every single day and try to post thoughtful things that I think you guys would like, it's a job. It's a job. Princess Armani says her spirit is still here. Absolutely. Her body's gone, but Whitney is everywhere, y'all. She's in the music. When you hear a song, when you're thinking about her and she comes up, that's Whitney. Like, I totally believe that. All of the people that you love who have passed away, it's just the physical. The spirit is still very much there, you guys. Happy heavenly birthday, Whitney. Thank you, Quincy. Love from Greece. All the way from Greece. That's another thing I love about the internet. We get to connect all over the globe. Look, love for Whitney in Greece. I love it. I love it. I love it. Princess says her art is immortal. Maybe in 1,000 years when we live in space, Whitney will still be getting played. She will always be played. If there's music, Whitney will be a part of it. Like, that's just a given, she just will. She's part of the ether. What she did will last in eternity. Lisa Marie says, happy heavenly birthday to our queen. Yes, absolutely. Joy says, yes, I agree. She is my girl. And thank you for sharing. I just love your page. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the compliments and you guys engaging, sharing. That's what keeps the page alive and shared to many more people. So all of that helps. I appreciate it. Tangela says an awesome saxophonist is playing Whitney's music live on TikTok. See, that's what I'm talking about. Because you can't have this day and not celebrate Whitney. Like, she was just that wonderful. So I love that there's so many things going on to honor her. She deserves that, y'all. Leon said he's on the cruise now. Okay, on my playlist tonight for the 80s party, Whitney would definitely be played. Exactly. I love that, Leon. I was just on a cruise in May and I had a ball. I went to the club I was on the Carnival celebrations. I went to the club and I was like, I'm only here for you to play Whitney. And he did. Dewan says she deserves a mini series based around her life. She does. She does. I think that would probably be more appropriate than just one movie, because if she had like a limited series, you know what I mean, on Netflix, that would be dope. I've been waiting on this live. You told me I could talk to you. You can, Lisa. You absolutely can. We're celebrating baby Anthony's second birthday today. Who's baby Anthony? Is that one of your relatives? Well, happy second birthday. My nephew's birthday is today too. Happy birthday to my nephew. Why did I have a video of him saying happy birthday to Whitney as well? What's up, Cows? Cows in the building. Beautiful cows. All right, you guys. So let me do this really quickly, because now the goal is for you to come and give your love to Whitney. So I'm putting the link in the chat, right? So come on and talk. Remember, we're not doing documentaries, meaning that, I want to talk to as many of you as I can. So come on up. The link, I just put the link in the chat. All you got to do is click the link and it'll bring you into the studio, and then I'll add you to the stream. All right. You see it down there. Can you play that clip of Whitney singing happy birthday to her father? Let's see if I have it in my assets, because I haven't been live on here in a long time. And as soon as I leave, I take stuff off. But you know what? That's in here. That's in here. Hold on.
Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday. I love you. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yes. Whitney singing happy birthday to her father, but it works for her too, doesn't it? Listen, I put the audio underneath clips of me and her, and I pretended like she was singing it to me. All right. Now, Lisa, I put the link in. I'm looking for you. You said you want to talk. We could talk. Yeah, Lisa. You click the link and you can come on the screen. Quizzy says Whitney is definitely missed. I can only imagine what she would be doing if she was still alive. She gave us the greatest music and live performances, still unmatched. Happy birthday, Queen. Yes, beautiful. I don't know what she would be doing, but whatever she would be doing, even if it was just chilling, we would love it because she'd be here. She'd be here. Beverly says, happy birthday, Queen, aka The Voice. Miss you much. Love it, love it. Is it the Mamaist? The Mamaist? The Mamamist. Hey, Quincy, I love your loving energy. Your admiration and enthusiasm has not faded over the years. No. Because I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful that I actually have Whitney stories. I mean, they're only moments, I didn't get to spend, hours and hours and hours with her, but some people never got to meet her. Some people never got to see her in concert. So I'm really, really grateful that I got the opportunity to engage and encounter like one of the best voices of our time. So, and that I have a platform where I can be kind of a beacon to attract other people who love her like me. So, but thank you for that. Happy birthday for the best voice I've ever heard. I know that's right. Same here. Minga says, happy birthday to the greatest, because she is the greatest. I was thinking about making a chicken sandwich today. Listen, I got chili and a chicken sandwich today. I'm going to eat it probably on TikTok live later. Yes, I said, you know what? In honor of Whitney's birthday, I'm going to get chili and a chicken sandwich. I got it. Lisa, where you at, Lisa? Where you at? What's going on, MG Official? How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
It has. How are you?
Good. I've been good, and I've also been listening to Whitney, but it's been like the last time I heard a song was and I can't remember. It was like a few months ago or something, but I don't think I've ever showed you, but I have like two Funko Pops of her.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
I
some
can show
too. I got all of them. Let me see.
If I can
Oh, I see it.
yeah, right here.
Love it. Come on.
Yes,
That's
and
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
So you
and
got some words. You listen. You got some words for Whitney. You got some happy
uh,
birthday words.
yeah, I want to tell her happy Kevinly birthday. Um, I miss her, and it was great that I had her appear in a dream of mine when I told you about it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, MG Official. I love that sentiment. Thank you for showing the Funk Paco. The funk is it Funk Paco? Papo? Pop? Pop
It's Funko
Funko.
Pops.
Pop Funko. I had it reversed.
Yeah,
It's good to see you. It's good to
yeah,
see
it
you.
is.
Listen, you take care of yourself.
All right, yeah, well, thanks, and also like I was once at a Goodwill, and like a few months ago, and I believe, and like I came across like the soundtrack of the Bodyguard on cassette.
Now, come on now. Not the old school cassette.
Yeah, but I would show it, but I assume you are like in a rush.
I am because we can't do
Yeah,
documentaries on
yeah, I
here no
know.
more. Yeah,
I
we
know.
can
I
no
know.
more documentaries. MJ Official. You remember I used to talk to people for a long time. We can't do
Yeah,
that no
I
more.
remember. I
Yeah,
remember.
'cause I have to go to different platforms. So thank you for coming on. Okay.
Yeah, no problem, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Again.
See
All
you.
right, peace, everyone.
Bye bye. He's one of the OGs that used to come through. Okay. Cameron, you gonna get enough of saying that. You mooned us. I ain't moon you. Oh my gosh. I went back and looked at that video. You's a lie. But I think my pants were a little low. What's up, George? Unmute your mic. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Unmute your mic. George, get it together, George. Come back. What's going on, Mama Miss?
Hey, how you doing, Miss Quincy?
How are you? I feel like we talked before.
We did talk before. Yes, ma'am. It's probably
Your
been
name
about a
sounded
year.
familiar. I was like, I think we talked before.
Yeah, we talked and then you got on purple too. You know, purple's my favorite color. Come on. Fuchsia is the hue though. So I love a purpley pink. So if you put us together, it's steak
Look at
for
us.
me.
You're Reese's Pieces. Come on.
Huh? Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay, so we have these dolls called Peanut Butter and Jelly coming up. I got a sister who's like 20 months younger than me.
Okay.
And my doll was the peanut butter one and hers was the jelly one because I was lighter.
Oh, okay. Okay. So how you
So I just thought it was funny you said Reese's Pieces.
Oh yeah, Reese's Pieces. Well, Whitney loves Reese's Pieces too. I just found that out. I just found that she loves them and she loves them cold, just like I do.
See, I like the miniature Reese's cups, the ones you used to get for a nickel at the candy store.
I like
You
those
remember
too.
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like those too.
oh my goodness! You talking about can just?
I like those
But
too.
yeah.
Well, how you celebrating Whitney?
Well, you know what? I went on ahead and put this on and figure I give y'all a little Whitney bow. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little bit.
It's giving how will I know? It's giving how will I know?
I thought it was I want to dance with somebody. That's not the video. It's how will I know?
That's with the bow when she had the bow.
I think she gave us more than one bow look though.
You're gonna have to go back and look.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go back.
She didn't have the bow on. Ooh, I want to dance with somebody. She had no bow.
She did in one scene.
Yeah. I be knowing.
Yeah.
I be knowing. Okay.
We be knowing. We be knowing.
We be knowing. We be knowing. Okay. So, but yeah, I love Whitney. So I feel a kindredness to Whitney. I'm from Gary, Indiana originally. So yeah, so her this month, you know what I'm saying? Whitney starts the month and Michael ends the month. Yes, honey. And like just to have those two gifts and to grow up with those two gifts as an 80s baby, you know what I'm saying? Is like, it's just stellar. But yeah, I was like, let me come on here and give a little. I think I give a little Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
I love that. Thank you. Thank you for blessing us with your presence and your love for Whitney.
Oh, can I do a little happy birthday?
You sure can.
Okay, let's do it. Let me thumb it up. There we go. Happy birthday, Whitney. Happy birthday, Whitney. Happy birthday, dear Nippy. Happy birthday, Whitney.
Yay!
It's officially a party.
Thank you for that. I love it.
Thank you.
Listen, play her music all night. If you ain't doing nothing later on, come on through TikTok because we're gonna be taking requests.
Okay. So that means I gotta go out of here because Mercury retrograde and did a thing on my phone.
Oh, I'm gonna let you. I'll see your way out. I'll drop you on your head. See you later. All right. So we've gotten a couple. George, when I looked, I added you. Your mic was turned off, and then your device just unconnected. So come back, George. Crystal, nope. I still beat myself up for not being able to see Whitney in concert live. Listen, don't beat yourself up. You can't do nothing about it. Just go to YouTube and close your eyes and be there. You know what I mean? Just the fact that we can go and listen to her on YouTube is a gift, y'all. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Yes, True says, happy birthday to our girl, Nip. And thank you, Q, for always celebrating and honor our girl. Listen, I'm grateful that I can do it and I want to do it and that you are here to do it with me because that's how it goes, y'all. You love Whitney like I love Whitney, and I love that about you. Well, thank you. So glad you got to meet her. I am so grateful about that. I saw you on MTV back when it aired. So that was 26 years ago. That's a long time ago. So it just blows me away that so many people still remember that episode. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you for loving Whitney too. It takes all of us, y'all. Let's see. Yes, Cameron, it is. Lisa, you got to click the link, Lisa. Lisa, I put the link. I'll put it again. Lisa, you have to click the link and it'll bring you where I'm at. And then I will add you to the stream. You have to click the link. I can't do it. You have to do it. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. When you see the link from me, you have to click it. When you click it, it brings you in here. When you come in here, then I will add you to the screen and we can talk. So if you don't do that, then we can't talk. You try to figure it out how to get to this browser. Maybe go. Do you use Chrome? Somebody had that problem too with the person I was interviewing. She was on Safari and she had to go to. Did she have to go to Firefox or something like that? I don't know. Because I'm on Chrome. I'm on a Mac, but I'm on a Chrome. But you can use your phone or you can use a computer. Either one. But if you're having trouble, just go to YouTube real quick. Or wait till I go on Instagram. I'll be on Instagram after this. Maybe that might be easier for you to add yourself. Demetria says, there are no words that could express my love and care for her. She was my favorite singer and still is. May she continue to rest in paradise. Happy heavenly birthday, Nippy. Whitney, you got so much love down here. So much love. Yes, he's the one that invited. He remember. I'm at Wendy's. You at Wendy's? I went to Wendy's earlier today too, Lisa. And I got chili and I didn't get any chili. I went to a local place to get chili and I got a chicken sandwich. Because y'all, we ain't supposed to be buying nothing today. Okay. This is like a national blackout economic day. So I was trying to do as little as possible when it comes to buying stuff. But I had to get her some balloons. I had to get the chicken sandwich. And I was going to do some other stuff, but I said, nope. She better be getting chili and a chicken sandwich, Crystal. I'm just kidding. Space Signs, what's up? I remember seeing your name years ago. Happy birthday to not just any voice, but the voice. You said it correctly. What's up, Brenda? Not you migrating from TikTok. It's wild when you see like certain people go. I'm like, oh, you go to YouTube too? We all do. Oh my goodness. The Dreamer says, I started my day with Preacher's Wife soundtrack. That's an excellent choice. Excellent choice. Quincy, I cannot figure out how to get the browser situation done, but girl, I'm going to get to talk to you one day. I don't know. Lisa, just wait till I go on Instagram. I'm going on Instagram in probably an hour. Like, I'm gonna be on here from like 4 to 5 or 6. Yeah, I'm going on Instagram later. And Instagram, all you gotta do is click join. So if you can't figure this out, that's fine. Just wait till I go to Instagram, or wait later tonight at around 8:30. I'm going on TikTok. So you got several options if you can't figure this out. What's up, Riziko? Riziko, you know what? I don't think you've ever like requested to come up and talk. I don't even know what your voice sounds like. Maybe you'll do that today. Not Hoop Baller Scoop. I remember that name. Happy birthday. Was Whitney and Yolanda close? I'm not sure. I watched an interview of her talking about Whitney. Yolanda sings a lot of Whitney songs despite Whitney being younger. Yolanda also sang at the event for her birthday last year. Yeah, I saw that. Yolanda can sing her face off. She sounds amazing. Marvin says, happy birthday to our Whitney E. Houston. There's not a day that goes by that your fans, including me, we don't think of you. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Riziko says, I've been loving Whitney a long time, but Quincy made me love her more and more. Oh, I need to screenshot that. Okay. Like, that's quite a compliment. Thank you, Riziko. If I can make you love Whitney even more than you already do, that's saying a lot. That's giving me props. I love that. That means I just evoke love for her. And that was my goal. That's my goal. Q, what's your favorite Whitney song? The Greatest Love of All. It's Distinctly Decent. Hey, Quincy, happy heavenly birthday to Whitney. Yes. My biggest inspiration in her music and her life. Love from Scotland. All the way from Scotland. I've only known one person to go to Scotland in real life, and it was my mama. She went to Ireland and Scotland. Is your TikTok the same as your Facebook name? It's Studio QTV. So yeah, just put at Studio QTV. I have 2 TikToks. One is Quincy.com, but I barely post on there. But Studio QTV, that's my TikTok name. Quincy, where are you located? Are you Midwest? Are you a Midwest mommy? Yes, I'm from the Midwest. My hometown is from the Midwest. But I went to school in Atlanta and I lived out in LA for about 16 years. So, you know, and when I was in Atlanta for school, I was a fake New Yorker from Brooklyn. So put all that together and it equals me. What is your favorite Whitney song that didn't go mainstream? Mine is After We Make Love. I think mine is I Know I Should Be There Where You Are. Where You Are, second album. What's up, Ron? Happy birthday, Whitney. I've been listening to Preacher's Wife today, but is there a producer you would love to interview? All of them. Oh, you know what? Babyface. I'd love to interview Babyface. Rodney Jerkins. I've already interviewed Narda Michael Walden. How that happened, I don't know. Big blessing. I've interviewed David Foster before. Big blessing. Yeah, I would say Rodney Jerkins and Babyface. Yeah, and Missy Elliott. I know she's an artist too, but she also produced a few tracks for Whitney. So I would love to interview her too for that reason. Oh, and So Shock and Carlin. I just want them to retell me that same story, and hopefully I could get even more from the interview. Whitney was the greatest. Love and miss her. Same. Same. Q, whatever happened to your Whitney Houston video singing? You know what? I cleaned my not Instagram, my YouTube. I took everything down that didn't have anything to do with like me, like my interviews. So my YouTube now is cleaned. So you won't see like all just the random stuff, because I think I've had a YouTube channel for a long time, but like I wasn't doing my brand of Studio Q. I was, but I wasn't. I throw anything up there. So, but now I'm more deliberate about my branding and everything. And Whitney Houston is definitely a part of my brand. Actually, loving Whitney Houston is part of my brand, but I have that video still. It's just not up on YouTube. So I took everything down, you know, my nephew's family. I took all kinds of stuff down off of my YouTube, including that. So now it's just interviews, just kind of what I do. Simply Seneca, sending Nippy a special happy birthday. I love how the world loves on her and screams her music to the tops of our lungs. She hears us. She does. I'm glad you put that in there, because she does. I'm glad we have this safe space. And I'm glad that you're here giving love to Whitney. Yeah, she absolutely hears. I love when people know that. They know that her spirit is real. You know what I mean? Love her. Miss you, Whitney. This is a great virtual birthday party. You know, Whitney would be smiling and saying, hey, y'all. She would. She wouldn't know how to work nothing, because she wasn't, you know, computer savvy, but she'd be like, hey, greetings from LA. Back to you, K. Scott. Thanks for coming through the live. Jamie says, Whitney had a beautiful voice like an angel, and did. Happy heavenly birthday, Whitney from Minnesota. Thank you for that, Lisa. Crystal says, you think, okay, then you'll see me. I'll be going live later. Dion says, as a gay Black man, Whitney was my hero. The song Step by Step got me through some hard times. And that's the great thing about singers, y'all. You know, that's why we're so attached to them, because their music really helped us through our own personal trials, celebrations. Their music is the soundtrack to our lives. So I'm glad that a piece of music that she crafted and sang her face off and put her heart and soul in could actually help you through anything. Like, that's the beauty that they hold. All of them, all of the artists. Yeah, Babyface would be a good one. Yes, because, you know, I like talking to people who not just love Whitney's voice, but like they actually adore her, you know. And I can tell that Babyface adores Whitney. And in his concerts, he did a special like tribute to her. Those are the kind of people I want to talk to. People who share in the love that I have, you know, and actually got to work with her. Tommy says, happy birthday, Whitney Houston. Tonight I got your music playing in my stereo. Rest well. That's how we need to celebrate her. Play that music, y'all. Lisa says, love will save the day. That song is grossly underrated. A lot of them are underrated, Lisa. But I don't think Whitney has any underrated songs, because her voice is on them. And once her voice is on them, it changes it. It changes it. What's up, Naparazzi? Happy birthday, Whitney. In the building, Naparazzi. Thank you for always sharing stuff about Whitney. You guys keep me informed. I appreciate that, because, you know, running a page and stuff, sometimes you don't get to see everything. So I appreciate it that you guys send me stuff. Kashif produced Whitney. He sure did. I think Kashif passed away, though. My favorite is Love Will Save the Day. Yeah, I don't forget Kashif at all. Well, you knew Whitney, and thankfully I saw her in Scotland in 2010. That's beautiful. Best night of my life. So that's two, you know, who came. Yes. And you actually lived there. I'm so happy you got to see her. Everybody has not had that privilege at all. What about BB and CeCe Winans? And have you interviewed Brandy and Monica on Whitney Houston? I've interviewed Brandy and Monica. I've never interviewed BB Winans or CeCe Winans. I would love to interview them. When I interviewed Brandy, I did mention Whitney briefly. when I interviewed Monica, it was like so long ago, but I was thanking her for doing the show Fanatic, because she, you know, she met a fan on there too. And she was like, who did you get to meet? And when I told her it was Whitney, she was like, I know who you are. She said, I watched that episode with Whitney. Yo, Monica and Whitney watching my interview with Whitney. That's iconic right there, you know? So, but I would love to do, because I think they're going on this tour. I think it starts like in September or October. It would be dope if I could interview both of them at the same time and we talk Whitney. And hopefully they'll do a tribute to Whitney on their tour. I hope so. I still have your Whitney t-shirt. You do. I have to give you my I don't think I had a PO box when you got it for me the last time. So inbox me, George, and I can give you my PO box. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you still got it all these years later, huh? Kristen, how do you think Whitney cherished her gift? I think she was grateful for it. I think she, you know, she never just like went out there. Whitney worked on her vocals. She sang all the time. She prayed. She thanked God. Was she aware of the impact of her talent on the world? Yeah, she was. But like, I don't think that any of us who have, you know, an amazing talent like that of a Whitney Houston are, you know, I'm talking about anybody, somebody who's a great surgeon, somebody who's an amazing basketball player, somebody who's a great pilot. Like, I think when you're the person who has the gift and you're putting it out there, you can see the impact, but I don't think you fully know to the greatest extent of maybe what your talent has done for others until other people tell you. And sometimes you still might not have, you know, the full scope of it all, because, you know, she's human and she's doing it. She can see it. But I mean, I think that it probably still blew her away that the talent that she had did what it did for all of us, you know, because she was human too. So she was like, what? But she wanted to make people feel the way we do. She wanted that, because that's how Aretha Franklin made her feel. That's how her mother taught her to sing. So she wanted that. But to actually, you know, have it happen, I'm sure, you know, it warmed her heart in so many ways. And did she know to the full extent? I'm not sure anybody knows to the fullest extent, you know, of what your gift does, you know, because you're giving it and it touches other people. So, you know, I don't know. I can't really answer that. Oh, what's up, Saran? Happy birthday, Whitney. Royal Jenkins says one moment in time is my favorite Whitney Houston song. I used to listen to that before basketball games when I was in high school. Like, even though it was slow, it would get me motivated to go out and play good. It was like my motivation. Royal Majesty says, happy birthday, Whitney. I remember when Whitney sang The Far Side of the Hill with Elizabeth List and had the girls draw on the ground by how she was singing. Because Whitney could sing anything. She could sing country. She could sing gospel. She could sing theater. She could sing opera. You know what I mean? Like, you, meaning whoever the people out there, could put her in a box. But Whitney never put herself in a box. She just sang, you know? So I'm sure she blew lots of people away in different genres. I mean, listen to how Dolly Parton sings I Will Always Love You, and then listen to how Whitney sings it. It's like night and day. If you hear all the songs that Whitney recorded over, go listen to the original. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but she totally transforms it and makes it her own. Yeah, Crystal, I know. Babyface, I love that. What you do, run out of words? Happy birthday to one of my favorite artists, Whitney, my Newark, New Jersey sister. Come on, not New Jersey in the building. I love that. Marvin says, we love you, Q. You're the best. No, you guys are the best for showing up and loving Whitney like I do. We all are the best. All right. Thank you. But thank you for the love. Jamie says, is her grave site there for public to see? Like most celebrities might not be able to view to see. Yeah, we went. We meaning me and the other 6 ladies that came together in 2023. So if you know where to go ahead and go. Like I Never Left, that song with Akon is absolutely my fave. Okay. She got a bunch of faves. Not Pooh in the building. Long time no see. Happy birthday, Q. Piggybacking off of the producer's comment, I heard So Shock stuff, but I want him to get deeper when he said she changed clothes and got a new mic. We want in-depth. Exactly. So if I would interview them, like I would go to what I already know and go deeper, like you said. That's how I do all of my interviews. I do the research and I find out about like what you just stated. And I'm like, no, let's go back and tear that thing back. We want to know details, this, that, the third. So yeah, I'm with you, Pooh. So if I do get to interview him, that's where we're going. We're going to slow that thing down. We don't want you skimming over nothing. We want to hear everything. K. Scott, sis, you are the best party hostess ever, bringing all the vibes. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I almost didn't make it. I was late. I mean, I literally had 2 minutes. I said, how did they go by so fast? Q, did you ever, when you seen Monica, show her that picture of the, no, I haven't. But you know what? Like, I think a few months ago, I got a bunch of tags on my Instagram because the picture of us, me, Monica and I at the state fair, Monica put it in her carousel post. I was like, I wonder why she did that. Like, I didn't even know she knew that the picture existed. And I was a part of, you know, she posted it. But not that particular picture. It was a picture of just me and her when I had met her and interviewed her for the paper. But no, like, I don't know if she even knows about that. But if I ever get a chance to talk to her, I can't wait to connect with her about that. She just got married too. Shout out to Monica, Mrs. Somebody. I miss her so much. She is the GOAT and is Charmaine. She most definitely is. K. Scott says Whitney was not a hater and would share the stage and mic with other singers like Kelly Price, Faith Evans, Mariah Carey, just to name a few. Such a genuine soul. Exactly. Mary J. Blige, you know, everybody. That's just who she was. What's up, Steph?
What's up, Q? What's up,
It's
gang,
Whitney's
gang?
birthday.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good.
It
I'm
look
good.
nice out there. Is it cool? Is it nice?
I'm doing some Whitney weeding. My grass was growing higher than I was.
Not Steph falling off the job. You usually be on top of things.
Look, I've been at the job so much I haven't had time. Look, I did something to honor my whoa, look at that.
Come on.
I did the Gumby for Whitney.
Come on. Y'all, every little step I take, you know, that's my karaoke song.
I said, let me jump on here.
Bobby Brown make me feel like I could sing, okay?
Everybody up here trying to be shy and whatnot. Happy birthday to Whitney. So good to see you, Q. Always keeping the party live. Always, always, always. I love it.
Listen, Steph. Give a reflection on 2 years ago. It's been 2 years since we came together. Give us a reflection.
Besides being 5'5", and everybody being surprised, it has to be one of my top 5 favorite moments in life. Like you said, we went from the screen to the street. We did it all. Sometimes I have to think to myself like, oh my God, I've been there. Oh my God, I went to the restaurant. Oh my God, we went to the gravesite. Oh my God, we saw the house. Oh my God, we went to New York. Oh my God, they were playing music. It's like that weekend was the epitome, and something about it tells me every single day she knows we went, and that's why you continue to be blessed. I continue to be blessed. And you said it earlier in the cast. You're like, when you thinking of Whitney and the song comes on, happens to me, I'm telling you, at least once a week. I don't even have to be singing it in my head. I'll just be riding and the radio's off and I'll say, let me turn up the radio. And there she is. It's like, what the
Look, she
heck?
like, hey, Step.
Hey, hey. I know you was thinking about me. Hey, baby. How's she doing? Hey, baby.
That's like your favorite 2 words that she says.
All the time. All the time. Hey, baby. I don't like nobody.
Can't believe we did that all in one day.
Yes, it's crazy. Wasn't even tired either. Stayed up all night still.
I mean, karaoke, like we went into the wee hours of the morning.
Wee hours of the morning with our little chicken and birthday cake. Had birthday cake, had cupcakes, had party favors. I mean, it was incredible. And today marks 2 years. That's sick.
I just think it's fantastic that we literally curated our own experience.
Right. And everything was on point. There was nothing that was late. There was nothing that we missed. And even when we missed even the school, they're like, come back. And we're like, okay. Not a problem.
Yes.
To walk the halls and then you watch concerts because I have plans tonight, but I'm gonna get on the DJ. You're gonna play something. It's gonna see a live band, so they're gonna sing something.
Oh, good.
They're gonna sing something. If they don't, I'm gonna leave. Like, it's not for
me. They're gonna play something. You're very persuasive, Step.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make sure it happens. So I'll be following you for the rest of the day, and then at night I'm just gonna have my little Whitney moment. Like I said, I've been cleaning up weeds, and y'all know me. I always got a lesson.
You always doing something.
Always got a lesson. So today was that day where I was like, I cannot stand it anymore. I'm gonna wait till the sun goes down, and I'm gonna get out here, and I'm gonna start getting these weeds out of the yard.
Well, I'm just happy that you ain't underneath the car, so that's good.
Well, yeah, I'm that day is over for right now. That day is over for now. But it's amazing because as soon as I was starting, I saw Q coming up live. So I said, well, I'll put on my headphones and I'll just listen as I go along. And as I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, years after years after years, I prolonged this for most of the summer. And as wonderful of the spirit that she is so awesome to think that she was human too, and that there were weeds in her yard that she never got to clear up. She left this earth, but what happens is the flowers bloomed, and that's what's so beautiful about good soil. Like I know I got weeds, but when I get rid of them, it's good soil. So all the things that have happened in her life, and I know there are people that still talk about dumb stuff. Let's just put it that way, dumb stuff. The mark she left on this world, there ain't a weed that can cover it up.
Come
you ain't
on.
Got to cut it. You ain't no weed that can cover it up because she was full and bountiful of flowers, the ones that God gave her. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank
and
you.
See, and I'm not gonna take a lot of time.
I love that. Like all the metaphors that you weaved into that little saying, girl, go on, write a book. Go on, write a book.
Yep. I got to
write,
this
go
dirt.
Drop some poetry. Words of wisdom by Step.
Love it. Somebody else better get up here and say something.
Oh, listen.
Hey George. Hey Monique. Hey Fran. Hey Dream. Hey Sherry. Hey.
That it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Everybody's
I'm
being
just gonna
shy.
keep it moving. I'm just gonna keep it
right
moving
on
to the next platform.
Right on. Don't get on late. Try to talk all night, somebody.
But you know what? I can't blame them. That's my fault because I'm supposed to have the time. It's my platform. So if
I'm
somebody
still mad. I missed that 6-hour conversation that one time. I was like, 6 hours. How much you pay for that?
Listen, we long-winded and I'm the main one. So listen.
Right on.
I understand. But people have stuff to say, so it's on me. It's really on me to keep it tight,
Well, you keep it real. That's what's up. You keep it real. You keep it heavenly. You keep it loving. You keep it fanatically fun. And that's what's up.
Well, thank you, Step. I appreciate it. I hope you have a
Always.
good time tonight wherever you land, and I hope they play your music. And if they don't play it,
they're gonna play it. They're gonna play Whitney one day.
I believe you.
Yep.
I believe you.
Yes,
I
indeed.
believe you.
Right on. Okay, baby. Love you.
Love you back,
everyone.
Step.
See you soon.
All right. Step is a legend. Step is a legend in these streets. Jackie says, thanks, Q, for always celebrating Whitney. You always concentrated on the positive and never anything negative. I love the video you made of her. It was awesome. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Yeah, because we can get the negative all day, every day, in so many different places. You know what I mean? So if that's what you want to talk about, it's so many places to do that. But not over here. It's a cutocracy. It's a nipocracy. Okay? All love. All love. What's up, Saran? Dion, the most awarded female of all time, the one and only Whitney Houston. I've been following since the day one I joined Facebook. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Monique, I'll be home in a few minutes, then I'm going to come on live. Okay, all right. I'm going to be here for probably like 30 more minutes. Then I'm headed over to Instagram. Then I'm going to take a break, and then I'll be on TikTok later tonight. Detroit is in the house. Go ahead, love Whitney. Listen, Detroit is Motown, is the place where a lot of music was created. So shout out to Detroit. And that's also where Whitney filmed Sparkle. So listen, Detroit is amazing. Distinctly decent. One of my favorite Whitney songs, Fine. If you told me from the start you were going to play around, I would have been fine. Exactly. But ain't nobody about to tell us. Ain't nobody about to tell us that though, right? And I would have played too. And I guess we got to so you know the lyrics. I already know you're going to be great at karaoke. I need all the words, okay? Because I'm gonna create my own lyrics. I love how Kevin Costner cried when they did a tribute to him and they played music and scenes from The Bodyguard. It was the most touching moment ever. Yeah, I see that clip on Instagram so many times. His eyes are so wet because he loved Whitney like we did too. And he had her back in The Bodyguard, which was awesome. He wouldn't even do the movie without her. That's how wonderful Whitney was. Imani says, what I loved about Whitney is she loved on others. She loved Brandy and Monica and Kelly Price and Deborah Cox. She certainly did. I just saw an old interview where she said she listens to Anita Baker and how distinctive her voice was. But Whitney embraced younger artists. And that's really what made her, to me, very different than a lot of other people. The fact that she was on this level, like globally, international, and she reached back and poured into them, not just like sharing her mic and sharing her shine, but sharing words of encouragement. Just her bringing Mary J. Blige on stage with her for VH1 Divas, Mary said it opened up so many doors for her because yes, she was Mary J. Blige, but now you're on stage with Whitney Houston, who was global, who you grew up listening to. So things like that, handpicking Brandy for Cinderella. Brandy is forever the first Black princess because of Whitney Houston, because she just wasn't the fairy godmother. She also was the executive producer. So her impact goes far beyond the mic, which is why I could be doing a live stream about her 13 years after her passing. It's not just because she sang a good song, you know what I mean? That she could really weave those notes together. It was everything. Her persona, her love for other artists, her generous spirit, her generous nature, like all of these things you want just in your friends, just your family members. So that's why I could light up like this and connect with you about her, because it's more than just the music when it comes to Whitney Houston for me. So Whitney is a Leo, a true fire sign. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Dion says, happy birthday to the one and only Whitney. You will never be forgotten. Never, never. Even if we get Alzheimer's, she won't be forgotten because we'll just burst out singing her songs every now and again. You know what I mean? It's in us, y'all. I Will Always Love You is my favorite song. And so many others. I think that's one of her diamond records that sold 10 million. So you're not alone. You're not alone. You are not alone. Ooh, that would have been interesting, Dion, for Whitney and Tevin, because Tevin said he emulated Whitney a lot. So Whitney be like, wait a minute, is that my run? That would be interesting to sing with somebody who you listened to and kind of, developed your style from, and then y'all sing a song together. That'd be interesting. Angela says, happy birthday, Whitney. Love and miss you. Yes, we all do. I know. Step got the Gumby. Listen, that's when Bobby Brown was king of R&B, in the words of Whitney Houston. Uh-uh. The mommy miss says, I bought the bow and Step bought the bobby fade. Yes. That's how you make a party lit. Everybody do their own thug thizzle, okay? Crystal says, I remember Monique always had that chicken and a Red Bull. She had a Red Bull. We should have been sponsored by Popeyes and Red Bull on every live because Monique was gonna eat something. Okay. Did you go to that Good Morning America performance by Whitney? No, I didn't go. Not in person. No, I didn't go. What's up, Monique?
Hey, family. I'm good. How are you? Good.
You just stepped with her Bobby Grab.
I saw that.
Bobby. You did?
I saw it. I was driving, so I had
Okay.
to get stable first. I don't want you fussing.
Get situated.
Huh?
At least you ain't got no uniform on. It's Saturday.
Girl, look, I just got back, but I got my purple on. Hey, it looks blue, but it's purple.
Come on.
Woo.
Royalty.
So that's us, the Whitney 7. Hey, so I have a suggestion.
Okay.
For the 65th birthday.
Okay.
We should do a double take.
How can it be a once in a lifetime if it's a double take?
Because it's the 65th. You only turn 65 once.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We got time to save and plan and all this good stuff.
But listen, Monique is always going to be on a trip somewhere. It don't matter where. Okay. That's the thing I know. That's the thing I've learned about you. You gonna go to a concert.
Stay put.
I know. That's that Leo energy. That's that Leo energy.
Yes.
You got to get up and go somewhere. Y'all spontaneous. And I don't know if you know about cancers, but you know what we like to do? Lay in the bed, rub our feet together, and watch TV.
Wow.
Homebodies. So I'd be like, go where?
I can be, but I'd rather be out in the streets.
I know.
In them streets.
Your life says it.
All day.
No, in a good way. Like going to concerts and like you living life. I love that.
So are we gonna go back to Jersey in 3 years?
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to really think about that because once in a lifetime, I meant that thing when I said that thing. Because I could it wasn't like I was trying to go to begin with. Like that was just an evolution.
Same here. You was like, come on and go. Yeah. So your favorite song is what again?
Greatest Love of All.
See, I'm still hearing new music of hers that I've never even heard before.
Monique, where you been?
I don't know. Probably at work. That's all I do is work. That's all I do is work. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I love it. It's a new Whitney adventure.
Okay.
So,
well, what's the newest song that you've heard that you love? How about that?
Girl, you know you wrong. Yeah. I just heard what's the gospel song? And you said, oh, that's old. I think she did that in 95.
Girl,
She's sitting on a chair. The background singers are in the back. Oh, she's got on a vest. Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna have to talk too much. Like Maya could probably finish it for you and be like, "Oh, you meant da 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 da."
Is she on here?
I don't know.
I thought you might have seen her. Okay, because I told everybody you were on.
Oh, okay.
Now you coming back tonight?
Yeah, but not here. TikTok.
Okay, I'm following you on there now. I'm a big girl now.
I thought I knew you on TikTok. I was like, who talking about TikTok?
Wait, Maya. Maya. She sent the link. I was like, girl, I don't know how to do that. Yeah.
But I love TikTok because you can play music on TikTok.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, so are they still selling Whitney stuff?
Yeah. I think it's a whole auction. That's going to be, when is it?
Are you serious?
Like August the 12th or something.
What? They broke, huh? They broke.
I don't know. know.
They broke.
They got it, but it's a lot of stuff. It's not like one thing. It's a lot of stuff.
But her Bible's gone already, right?
I read that somewhere like a couple of years ago that I was like, if they sell the Bible, then who cares about some heels? You know?
Because I know they sold the green coat last year. I know that. I remember that. Yeah, we talk about it online.
Oh, well, it's locked away on Patreon, so, and I didn't forget.
I have a question. Are you going to start doing your lives every week again?
Mm-mm.
We wore you out. We wore you out.
I was drained. It wasn't just because I was doing it once a week. I was doing it 3 and 4 times a week. Remember?
Yeah, yes. I loved it. Y'all kept me company at work. Thanks for that.
I know. You was getting paid though.
Listen. I loved it.
No, I had a ball. I'm not doing it because I hated it. Like I loved it. We had a good time. It's just
we did.
Yeah, I just have so much other stuff to do. That if I go live, that stuff doesn't get done because the next day I'll be tired.
Child, you older than me and I'm older than you. Come on. That's terrible.
So for me, it's organization. Because like once you are organized and your systems are together, then you can free up time. But I'm still organizing. I'm still getting stuff together. And it just takes a lot.
Going to St. Thomas on cruises and holding toucan Sams. I saw that. I'm like, okay. Come on and join me in Montego Bay next year.
Huh?
Let's go to Montego Bay next year for my birthday.
Look at you. Why
Whitney
you on
7.
here? This is Whitney Houston's birthday, and you
that's what I said. The Whitney 7
trips.
You
trying to have it live every week. Like you got a whole.
We don't talk to you often anymore. We got to get in where we fit in. You just look. You abandoned your sisters. That was hurtful. Yes, you did.
Abandoned. Okay.
She abandoned us, y'all.
And everybody started coming. And then I got drained. But I did it too much. It was too much for me.
Yeah, that was a lot on you. We did what, 12:30 at night? It was on I
mean, we were on for hours. And this is every week, multiple times a day. I mean, it created the bond that allowed us to go to Jersey together. But you know,
it was too
I'm
much.
a solopreneur, so I have to preserve my energy for the things. Yeah, you should know, Monique.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I do have a Whitney question for you.
Okay.
If she were alive today, what do you think she would be doing?
You know what? I have no idea, but I would love if she would like become a TV judge for one of those singing shows.
Ooh, they were talking about it. They were talking about that before she passed. Yeah, I remember that.
I wish that she would get like however much money, double what these people get, right? Because I think Katy Perry got like 10 or 15, 20 million. People would love to just get rejected by Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? Whitney said no to me. Whitney told me to work on my tone. Whitney said this. I think that would be good.
I don't think she would be singing. She was tired. She was tired. But she would be doing more acting and producing. I think that's what she would be doing. And then when she wasn't doing that on her island.
Can you imagine her getting a dope check to just sit there and be Whitney? Like, that's what I would love. For her to sit there and watch people come in and just faint, you know?
The first thing she would say is, you better lay low.
You know what? I like your hair, Monique.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. It's hot. It's too hot for all of this, child. Yeah. It's too hot. I don't know what I thought. That I was like, okay, it's time. You don't see me sweating. I'm like, woo, it's like raining men over here. I'll tell you. I know. It's tell Lumberjack and everybody else you see. I said, hey, I'm not gonna hold you up because I know other folks want to come on.
Yeah.
Because I have a question.
I know. But look, Monique, when you were on TikTok, you see it's contagious, right?
Yes. I was like, I'm never gonna get any work done. I was like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I was like, okay. Because I had an account and then I was like, I don't like TikTok. That's for kids. Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
It was fun.
It
was
is. That's why I
it's
love it
fun.
over there. I love it.
I
I love it.
see.
But I was actually talking about, you know how you said I have another question. I'm talking about people getting on there and talking for 1,000 years on TikTok. Yeah.
I thought the Whitney 7 was bad. We puppies compared to them. I was like, dang. I was
Right.
like, well, okay. Okay.
But
I
you see
know.
how easy it is to get me. You see, I was going with them, listening, and all the
Yes.
kind of stuff. So, you know, it's really not on anybody else. It's really on me to contain.
That's because you miss us. Just go on and admit it. Just go on and admit it. I
I love
know.
you guys. We had so much fun. That wasn't fake. That was
Listen,
fun.
those edibles.
Bye, Monique. you be telling stuff from the back end to the front end. We live. We on the internet. You the reason I got a Patreon.
Yes. Glad. Good. It was something I was going to ask you, but I forgot. That's okay. I'll think of it another day.
Yeah. Come later when we on TikTok when we can listen to
What time you coming over?
8:30.
That's 9:30 my time, right?
Yeah.
Cool beans.
You got it together.
Yay! I'm being grown now. Hey.
Very. And demure.
Yes, ma'am.
You see,
Yes.
you're coming across very demure. Yeah.
Come on now. That's that Leo energy. Oh, I'm thinking about getting a Whitney Houston tattoo. Yeah. That's what my daughter said. That she's like, Mom, really? She's like, you are obsessed
Your
with
daughter
her.
say that for everything though. With you regarding
She's like,
Whitney.
listen, she's like, Mom, don't you have another Whitney Houston t-shirt you can wear? Yeah, I got about 5 of them. I gotta represent the queen. I was like, dang. Yeah, she's tripping. She's like, I'm so sick of you and Whitney. Y'all would be best friends if she was here.
Listen, and usually that's reversed. It's usually a mom telling the daughter, but it's reversed.
Hey, I just told her, I said, every time Whitney came to Cleveland, I was there. She's like, oh my God, if I hear one more thing about Whitney Houston, I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. Yeah.
That's why we had so much fun on those lives because we just talked and nobody came to you with that. We just had story after story after story after story.
She really thinks something wrong because I have a Michael Jackson t-shirt and I told her Michael get jealous because I wear Whitney all the time. And Whitney is like, I'm your favorite. I'm your baby tonight. What about me? So wait. She really tripped. I said, you hear that in the closet? She's like, Mom, what is it? I said, it's Michael and Whitney fighting over me. She was like, something is wrong with you.
No, Monique, remember, look, and then I'm about to let you go because you turned it into a documentary. Remember when we were on live and the girl was on there and she was hard to see and she was like, she going to the CC Winans concert. And I was like, you ain't going to see nobody. She was such a good sport about me.
What was her name? I would like to look her up.
But that was hilarious. She took it so well too.
She did. I mean, and you was on it. Every time she said, I'm going to see, I'm like, wait a minute. How? Yeah.
We had a good time.
Yes.
And Lumberjack talking about you ain't never ate a piece of broccoli.
I still don't. I still don't eat. My eating habits are still terrible, but I lost weight, so I'm good. Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna start juicing. You know. I'm gonna be snatched when I go to town next year. So it's a gospel song.
Monique,
that Whitney sang.
I don't live here with you. Only you live there. Only you live there. Bye, Monique.
Wait, sometimes I don't even live here.
Monique.
Yes. I will see you tonight. Toodles, bye, everybody. Oh, I'll still be on here, but bye. Hi, click off.
I got you. I'm kicking you out. See, you see how it turned into documentaries? We used to have so much fun on those lives. David says, happy heavenly birthday, Diva Whitney Houston from France. Whitney loved going over there. She loved going across the waters. Y'all loved her big time. K. Scott, Whitney planted lots of seeds. Baby still sprouting. Ain't it though? That's what I love about her. Rachel says, happy birthday, Whitney. I will always love you. Eli says, Quincy, are you going to the gala? Nope, I'm right here, Eli. Can't you see me? Can't you see me? But I think they have a live link. Somebody, I think Kels shared me a link where they might be live streaming it. So for all of you who wanted to go to the gala, I think you can go on YouTube and watch it. But no, I didn't go, Eli. I hope they remaster Classic Whitney and put it on Netflix. I think that is one of the best shows. I've watched it at least 4,000 times since 1997. I think they're actually working. I think Ulysses actually said that, Eli. So you might be in luck. Simply Seneca, my favorite thing about Whitney is her sayings like, hail to the gnaw, love that one. And she would call everybody baby, young or old, so warm-hearted and hot. I know, that's what Steph just said. Hey, baby. Janetta says, Cousin Lori would be an amazing interview. I've asked Cousin Lori, but she didn't get back with me. I ask a lot of people, you guys, but they have to say yes. But I respect some of Whitney's camp is not talking much. Yeah. Listen, every interview I've gotten, not just from people from Whitney's world, but anywhere, has been a blessing because I don't know nobody, y'all. Let's see. Do you have a favorite Whitney music video? I do. I don't know, like The Greatest Love of All, the song and the music video is top tier, but all of Whitney's videos were fantastic, but that would be my favorite. Saran says, I went to Whitney's grave today, so peaceful as always. Sissy doesn't have a tombstone as of yet, but they are all together again. I also saw some fresh flowers before I got there too. Glad to know she's loved. Yes. I'm glad you went, Saran. Tevin Campbell did have Whitney's vocal. He said he practiced them, Janetta. He had them runs on purpose. Okay. Monique, they want to know how Rochelle Farrell is doing. They need a update. Cancer is my moon, and I'm literally rubbing my feet together. Exactly. Cancers, listen. We want to be invited, but we really don't want to go. So it's amazing that I went to New Jersey. Like, y'all don't even know how epic that was. I'm a Pisces, but I'm always down to ride. Okay. Listen, as extroverted as I am, I've also realized that I also have a lot of introverted ways. I don't know if it's my Cancer sign. I don't know if it's age. I don't know what it is, but it might have always been there, but I'm just now more, I notice it more. Let's see. My son operates my smartphone, so he'll be home by the time you. Okay, all right. It's not that hard. He'll get you hooked up so quick. You just request up, just like on Instagram, and you're good to go. Julian says the auction is on Monday, August the 11th. Okay, I knew it was coming up soon. The items are being sold as fundraising for the foundation. Y'all hear that? Fundraising. That's what they said. My daughter always sing Whitney all the time. Let her be. Yeah, I would love for Whitney to have been a judge. Do you know, like, that would have been so iconic. And I wish that she would just get, like, you know, the highest, she'd be the highest paid ever, you know, 25 million, 30 million for Whitney to be a judge on the show. Do you know how many people would just come because they want to see Whitney Houston? Like, just to see the reactions from people seeing Whitney Houston would be the show right there. I think Whitney Houston would maybe do a podcast because Whitney is funny. But Q, I remember you started a live and I went to the store and McDonald's, came back. Y'all was still on and then was on too. That's what I'm talking about. See, you remember. I just wasn't going live. We were doing marathons. Okay. Like that is not sustainable unless that's your job. Like people on TikTok do that, but but they make money. People buy gifts on TikTok. People send them cash apps. It's an actual job. You know, they're entertaining. They're talking about topics and they're on for 5-6 hours a day, but they're getting paid. That's part of their job. Like this was just a hobby. I was just going live to connect with people, but it turned into, you know, these marathon lives that I just couldn't sustain, you know, because the next day I still have stuff to do. Then I go live again. And exactly what you just said, that is a good picture of how it was. I'd be on for hours and we would have such a good time, but I wouldn't get nothing done. What's up, cousin? What's going on? Happy birthday, Whitney. I'm drinking for you today. I know that's right. Get your drink on. Clank, clank. Happy birthday, Queen Whitney from the UK. Yes, the UK loves them some Whitney Houston. Yes, yes, yes. Not just any voice. Happy birthday to the voice. Beautiful. Oh, this day. Monique, I was never going to get it with the hints you were giving. I'm like, what's she talking about? I love that song. I know exactly what you're talking about now. My birthday is July 19th. Was. What's up, Chandra? I had added more of Miss Whitney Houston to my collection. I love Miss Whitney so much. We all do. You are in the right group. Royal Majesty, do you think Whitney would have done a memoir in this day and age if she was still here, given this climate is more open and accepting to lay it all bare? I would love to have heard Whitney have a autobiography. You know, I don't know, but like just based on who she was, anything could have happened. Like if she would have made it to 49 and 50, you know, she could have had a different perspective and wanted to share. But just from what Whitney has shown us, like she just was very private. So I would be super surprised if she ever did anything like that. Not that she couldn't evolve to that, but from what we know of her, she didn't want nobody in her business. So she dang sure wasn't going to do a book to tell you about her business. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong though. How amazing would a Whitney and Quincy live be every week? Man, it would be fantastic if Whitney was here to do a live stream. Not George at work. Do you have a favorite Whitney live performance? I do. It's the one where she was on the American Music Awards and she did that whole set. I Love You, Porgy, and I Am Telling You. And then she ended it with I Have Nothing. That was my first ever favorite live performance by Whitney Houston. I mean, she literally, she did that performance like she was an athlete, okay? The way she sang, the way she was so powerful, you guys. She killed it. Monique Mitchell, I'm new to your chat. You have such a... Oh, thank you, Monique. Thank you for representing for Whitney, purple and all. I miss her so much. Oh, we all miss her. That's why we come and gather, especially on her heavenly birthday. Thank you. Welcome to For the Love of Whitney, my YouTube channel, Quincy Thomas. I'm the host and founder of Studio Q, and I'm also a huge Whitney fan, eternal Whitney fan, y'all. So I appreciate you coming through and staying for a little bit as we celebrate the voice. The voice. Y'all, Whitney would have been 62. I would have loved to see Whitney get older. I would have loved to see a 70-year-old Whitney. Oh, that would have been so beautiful. I love, you know, seeing Black women age beautifully and gracefully and all the wisdom and stuff. You know, I was raised by a lot of older women in my family, so I would have loved to see like Whitney get older. But I'm just grateful that we had Whitney for 48 beautiful years. And she blessed us with the catalog that she did, with her energy, with her love, with her kindness. I'm super grateful that I got to spend a few moments with her, that she actually, like, my goal with Whitney was for her to be able to see me and know who I was, like she could pick me out of a crowd. And that happened. So, every time I met her was one of the best days of my life. You know what I mean? Because she was a stranger. I mean, a famous stranger, but a stranger. So to be able to connect with her in the way that I did, and for her to respond to me with so much love, just tells what kind of human being she was. You know what I mean? Because so many people, I haven't heard a bad thing about Whitney. You know what I mean? I just haven't. People loved her, and they loved her because of who she was, how she was. Ted says, I love knowing there are so many Whitney lovers all over the world celebrating the best ever. Yes, Ted. Thank you, Quincy, for everything you do. It is my absolute pleasure. It's an honor to honor her, you guys. She was a wonderful person. Her spirit still lives. And it's a blessing. It's not like it's not work now. Y'all come to the page, and every time y'all see a post, somebody's doing that. But she's worth it. She's so worth it. She's so worth it. Can you tell us a little bit about Bobby Christina? She seems like a really sweet soul. You know what? I met Bobby Christina a couple of times, but my interview with Tiffany Dixon, who was Whitney's hairstylist for the last 7 years of her life, I asked her about Bobby Christina because she got to know Bobby Christina, in a real intimate way for 7 years. And so check out my YouTube channel and look up Quincy and Tiffany Dixon, because she talks about Bobby Christina in a way that I could never. I only met Bobby Christina a couple times, and her spirit was very sweet, but I don't know her like Tiffany, could talk about her way more. And I asked her about Bobby Christina. So she talked about her and Whitney Houston's relationship. So I wish I could say more, but I just have a few pictures, but that doesn't mean I know her. I got to know her. Pooh says, I always say Whitney Houston was only 48 years old, still a baby in life, but Whitney always seemed older the way she was presented. Yeah, because she grew up around them old schoolers. Okay. Sissy was no joke. Sissy was from the day. Whitney was her youngest child. And it was a different time, but she definitely was raised around a bunch of old school folk, So yeah, that's why her demeanor was what it was. She was around a lot of older people. Royal Majesty, Take Me to Your Heart should get an official commercial release. That song is so beautiful. Oh, yes. I told you, Q, Whitney saw the pure goodness in you and wanted your friend. Oh, you listen, you stuck by that, Monique. You sure did. What's up, Evan Gibson? How are you? I hope you are well. Good to see you. Yeah, Lisa, Miss Sissy didn't play. And not just with Whitney, with anybody. Everybody knew the same thing about Sissy, okay? She didn't play. Miss Quincy, I met her here in New York City in 1999. I'm so happy for you. I was buying the My Love Is Your Love CD. The cashier gave me a pass to see her downstairs in the store. Say what? I cried like a baby all the way home. Oh, Monique, I am so happy you got to experience meeting her. What a gift. And during that era, that was a great era. My Love Is Your Love, musically. And that's the era I got to meet her. So that day that you met her, I interviewed her across the street. I think so. We probably met her on the same day, Monique. Well, that was my second time, but you get what I mean. Royal Jenkins, Whitney was on tour with TLC in 1993. She was? I didn't know that. We Whitney fans in Bermuda love you, Q. Oh, and I love you back, Madeline. And I love you back. Ron Q, you hear a lot of people, artists like Faith Evans and others say Whitney was hood. What do you think that means? Okay, and you're right, Ron. This is what I think it means. I think that what they thought of Whitney was the same thing that we all thought, which was the ball gowns, what Clive Davis crafted her to be, mainstream, the dresses, the beautiful voice. Whitney was like a Barbie doll, and she was very well spoken. So I just think that we all, including the Faith Evans and whomever, we all bought the same commercial that Clive Davis put together and Whitney so eloquently executed. But she's Black. She grew up in the church and she's from Newark, New Jersey. She lives in America. She had a Black mama and a Black daddy. So I think that she was just regular. I don't think that she was like, what the hood really represents. I think it was just that she was not what they thought the commercial was. And so they say hood because that's the best example they can give. But Whitney couldn't have did all that she did if she was hood, period. But she lived, so I just think that we all bought the same commercial. But then when you meet her and she's regular and she's talking the same talk that you talk, because you guys are, regular too, you're blown away because of what you thought of Whitney Houston. You know what I mean? People who always knew her were not shocked. You get what I'm saying? But if you never met her before and you're like, oh my God, she's grand, she's the ball gown, she's this, she's that, you think that she's like up here above board, that she's Mary Poppins, and she was never that. So that's what I think. I don't take it as like she was really, really hood. No, she just wasn't what you thought she was. But she never was. You just finally met her, so I hope that makes sense. Evan, thank you so much for keeping her legacy going. You are a staple in the Whitney community. She's smiling down. Listen, we all are just coming together and loving her. Like, it's the best feeling in the world. So thank you for the flowers, Evan. But I'm just glad that there's other people to connect with who love her the same way. So it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. My favorite album is Whitney, is the second one, because I think that was titled Whitney. Whitney was down to earth. Yes. And I just think that people thought like, I don't know, they just made up a whole version of her in their brain based on images and her beauty and the fact that she was, well-spoken and was around older people and knew how to behave and was shy. And so they just made it up. But she was never that. I mean, she's part of that, but that's not all of her. Just like us. We don't act the same way we do at church that we do in the club. Well, some of us, but you get my point. Yes, Lisa. Thank you. She was not hood. She was just a normal Black woman living. Yes. But I think, when you have your own perceptions of somebody and they're not that, you're like, oh, but you don't really have anything to base it on, but an image. And that's not, that's like somebody telling you about somebody instead of you experiencing them for yourself. I don't think she was hood. She wasn't raised hood. She was exactly. And Sissy was pissed off about that in her book. She was like, she worked really hard for them to have whatever it is that they have. So, she resented anybody saying that about Whitney, even Whitney saying that about Whitney. But I'm saying, Whitney was human. She wanted to fit in. She didn't like being ostracized in the way that she was, so. Hoop Baller Scoop. Quincy, did you hear BB Winans story? Yep, I read that. Are you going to speak to Mariah? So they walk and Mariah said something. Mariah turned her head. BB said, let's go. I definitely remember that story. And Whitney was like, I told you. That's why I didn't want to speak. But listen, it all turned out when you believe. Mariah has nothing but accolades. She don't do Whitney like she do J-Lo, okay? Whitney was real, Mikey. Absolutely was. And I just think that it blew everybody away when you met her, that she was that down to earth. She was that connected. She was that cool. She was that regular, you know. But if you probably knew her, that wasn't a surprise to you. It's only a surprise to you because you made up who she was in your head. Like, that was one of my prayers that I said to God before I met her. I said, God, please, you know, let me see Whitney for whoever she really is, not for who I decided she was in my head, because that's fake. That's fake. You have to actually meet people, you know, and then come up with an opinion about who they are. Not from a magazine article or a TV show. Like, no, that's fiction. Jackie, I wish one day you could get Robin on your live. That would be great. You never know. You never know. Did you meet Ray J? Yeah, I've met Ray J a couple of times. Actually, Whitney was like, here's my friend Ray. I'm like, Whitney, we know that's Brandy's little brother. We ain't here to see him. We here to see you. Whitney was hood because she definitely snatched that lady ponytail in the movie theater in front of BB and CC. So Newark definitely can. Yeah, but like, that's not any. A lot of people would do that. Okay, you ain't gonna tell me to shut up or shush me. I don't think that has anything to do with being hood. That's just based on whoever you are. You a hothead. Somebody say something crazy to you. You know, you don't have to be hood to do that. You could just be like, don't talk to me crazy. You know what I mean? That doesn't have to define your whole personality. That's just a moment, you know. Kevin says, was honored to watch her live in Manchester, UK. Whitney loved the UK and the UK loved Whitney for the Nothing But Love tour. And I'm originally Zimbabwe. Okay, let me slow down. Zimbabwean. Okay, I hope I said that right. So it was a dream come true. Now I work as a journalist for the BBC. Come on, Kevin. That's what I'm talking about. I love that for you. I love that for you. What do you feel is the biggest misconception of Whitney? That's a good question. I think there's probably many. But I think the thing that I feel like people, even though they know she's human, they talk like she's not. The stuff that she went through and everything, like she was human. And I don't know. I think people just expected her not to be human. You know, and I think they just expected more of her, and she was already given at this level. You know, they expected her to be perfect, you know, and that's just that's not cool for anybody to expect of anybody, because we all fall short of the glory. Okay, we all do. But I think people, you know, they just have their own idea of who and what she should be. And that probably weighed heavily on her. She was already a trailblazer. I don't think she gets enough credit for being the first Black woman to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. She held her family on her shoulders, like everybody working for her. You know, not everybody, but a lot of people in her camp, like she knew personally, they might have worked at this job yesterday, but now they work for Whitney Houston. So like she employed a lot of people. And I just think that, you know, they expected her to just keep it together. Like, you know, there was never going to be any trip ups, you know. I don't know. I think it's crazy. And I think she suffered under that pressure, you know, of people believing the commercial that Clive helped craft. You know, it's kind of like she was kind of trapped, like, you know, so the rebellion, that Leo in her, okay? I'm going to be with Bobby Brown. I think that's probably why she loved Bobby Brown. Because Bobby Brown didn't give a damn, okay? He didn't give a damn. What? He didn't care. And I think that was attractive to Whitney because she probably cared so much, you know, and she had all these people around her making her care even more than she already did. So it's just hard to be regular. And I think Bobby helped, you know, I mean, you know, so to speak, her just be regular. Whitney wanted to be regular, even though she had an extraordinary talent. You know, she wanted to be regular. Evan, you better preach it. I doubt people realize how much Whitney worked. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, in a million words, she rarely had gaps between projects. She was still touring and doing movies. Yes, The Bodyguard lasted like 2-3 years. You don't have projects that last this long in this day and time, but it was so successful. It was so monumental. Whitney Houston was on tour for 2 years for The Bodyguard of a movie she did 2 years ago, just with the soundtrack. And how about the soundtrack only had 6 songs, but those are the only songs that people listen to on the whole soundtrack. Okay. So yeah, for about 15 years straight, Whitney was a workhorse, okay? She was traveling everywhere. There wasn't an award show that she wasn't on. There wasn't, you know, an event that she didn't show up to. That's why we have so much great stuff. And she was doing it at this level, y'all. They worked her. Madeline, Whitney was not one to be played with. I love the way she put Wendy in her place that time on the radio station. Yeah. And the thing about it was that was like one of the highlights of Wendy Williams' career, even to this day. Just the fact that she got to talk to Whitney and Whitney checked her. She's happy to be checked. You know what I mean? Because it's Whitney Houston. So yeah. Janetta, Q, you know, but Whitney Houston comes from singing royalty. Exactly, she does. Cousin Dionne Warwick, Mama Sissy, part of the Drinkard Sisters, singers, which are all her sisters and brothers. Yep. Her cousin Felicia was a great singer. Yep. Gary can sing, but don't like his singing. Music is subjective. Whitney said Sissy can do things with her voice no one can. Absolutely. Like, it took a family of royalty to get a Whitney Houston. Okay? Because Whitney had the talent, but that talent needed to be honed and crafted. And Sissy helped her learn how to deliver it, learned how to be on time, learn how to be professional. All that she got from Sissy. Because there's a bunch of talented people who can't execute. You see them everywhere, you know? So just because you have a great voice, and okay. I wish her Mendham home could have been a museum with her gowns and awards. I know. But we visited there. It's very residential around there. So, like, I don't know how that would have worked out, but I would have loved that too. Like Elvis, like, yeah, what is it called? I forgot the name of Elvis's place, but in Memphis. I can't believe you offered Bobby some lotion. No, Bobby asked me for some lotion. Get it right. You're going to retell the story. Get it right. He asked me for some lotion. I ain't offered him nothing. He asked me, and then I showed you why. Okay. His hands was very ashy. All right. Kevin, I've been the biggest Whitney fan, and last month I interviewed CeCe Winans on the BBC. You need to give me that contact, Kevin, because I want to interview her too. Who's in my top 5 too? Yes, I love that for you, Kevin. I watched your interview with her years ago. She definitely adored you and your sense of humor. I'm just glad that she embraced my crazy energy. Good for you, Kevin. I'm so happy you got to interview CeCe Winans. I have to check that interview out. James says, I've seen her tour dates on Wikipedia and she works hard. Exactly. And y'all know night after night after night, she's doing all of these big songs that would wear anybody out. Okay. Y'all, Whitney worked her butt off. Whitney was overworked on that Bodyguard tour. I think it was 160 shows. That's exactly, Ron. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's still the best-selling soundtrack ever. Yep, it's one of them diamond records too. 10 million, y'all. 10 million. Don't forget her cousin, what is it, Lantine Price, the opera singer? Yep. Royalty, y'all. I am Whitney Houston diehard fan. Her music is my greatest inspiration day by day. That is why I will always make sure that her legacy lives on forever. Ain't nothing you can do about her legacy living on forever, whether you do something or not, whether I go live or not. What Whitney did when she was here, it's she made it be that her legacy will live on forever. And we never say another word about Whitney Houston ever. People will still be listening to Whitney Houston forever. You know what I mean? So I know like people give me love and stuff for doing the page and going live, but you know, that's because I want to. I want to honor her. But if I never did nothing, not a page, not a post, not anything, like Whitney Houston would be revered and loved for generations to come. And she's still going to be. So ain't nothing we could do about it. She did that when she was here. She made her mark. And people will be listening to Whitney Houston until the end of time because she was just that good. Did you meet her at the Virgin Mega Store in Times Square? Across the street, Monique. Across the street was MTV. I was there. That's where they filmed Fanatic at. But she went across to the Virgin Mega Store that same day. Like she was outside with Ananda Lewis. Rest in peace, Ananda Lewis. She did an interview upstairs with John Norris, and across the hall, she did the interview with me. But when she left there, she went across the street and did autograph signings on her CDs at the Virgin Megastore. So we absolutely probably met her on the same day. Roger said she just had an attitude in Whitney Houston. I met her when she was alive. Awesome. Yes, Graceland. Thank you, Lisa. I had a brain fart. Does anyone know if My Love Is Your Love is close to Diamond worldwide or just in the US? I'm not sure. Well, you guys, we've come to the end of my time on Facebook and YouTube. I will take a little break. I won't be on Instagram this long, probably like 30 to 45 minutes. And then I'll be on TikTok later tonight at 8:30. Let me put my handle. Let's see. If you, we're going to be listening to music and maybe, let me see. So this is my TikTok handle, you guys. So if you want to come and vibe with me tonight, for Whitney's birthday, head on over and follow me on TikTok. I'll be there at 8:30 tonight. Q said, I got to get, yes, I do. I do. Your girl, listen. It's only one of me, but I be trying, it's only one day a year. So I try to make sure I do it because I really love connecting with you guys. So happy birthday, Whitney. Happy heavenly birthday. We love you. We're going to keep celebrating you until we can't celebrate you no more. You know what I'm saying? Till we up there singing with you. Okay. Thank you guys for coming and joining the chat. Thank you for the few people who came on screen. Shout out to Step. Shout out to Monique. Shout out to, Mommy Miss, MG Official. I appreciate you guys giving love to Whitney. I love that you guys gathered here today, to just give Whitney some birthday love. All right. I got those balloons for Whitney's birthday. I'm going to take a little breather and I'll see you guys later on. I'll see you guys later on. I'll be on Instagram probably 30, 40 minutes. Look, I keep decreasing the time. But yeah, I'll be on Instagram in a little while. Love you back, Lisa. So thank you guys. My name is Quincy. I'm the host and founder of Studio Q. Forever Whitney fan. Today is Whitney Houston's 62nd heavenly birthday. And we came here today to just have like a little virtual love fest talking about the one and only, the voice. All right, you guys, listen to some Whitney music tonight and celebrate her. And I'll see you over on Instagram or TikTok if you come that way. If not, thank you for coming and joining me here. Talk to you guys later. Peace. Studio Q Show. Now you know.